I was topping off the tank at a lonely stretch of I-20 when a brown and white blur caught my eye. It wasn't traffic. It was a living current of birds, hundreds of them looping under the overpass like pieces of confetti in an updraft. Curiosity beat caution, so I scrambled up the embankment until my lens was almost touching the concrete. Then the scene came into focus. Rows of half-sphere mud nests glued to the girders, each with a tiny doorway flashing wings and tail feathers. Cliff swallows had turned this slab of Interstate into a high-rise neighborhood. Cliff swallows are engineering prodigies. Each spring, they harvest river mud pellets, one beakful at a time, and cement them together with saliva. It takes roughly 1,000 trips to finish a single nest, all while hovering upside down beneath the bridge deck. The neighborhood grows fast. When one pair starts plastering, dozens of others join in, staggering their doorways so incoming birds don't collide like jets on a busy carrier. At peak season, you can count 200 mud apartments per panel, density that would make a city planner sweat. Their travel history is equally precise. These birds winter as far south as Argentina, then trace rivers and highways back to the same bridge beam or cliff ledge where they hatched. Ornithologists call this philopatry, site fidelity hardwired into their GPS. That's why a random overpass outside Abilene can host the same bloodlines year after year, each generation layering new mud over ancestral architecture. Inside every gourd-shaped chamber, the temperature stays remarkably steady, shielding chicks from the Texas heat radiating off the concrete. Parents swap shifts. One darts out to catch airborne insects, mosquitoes, gnats, even June bugs, while the other guards the nest from opportunistic grackles. A mid-sized colony can consume tens of thousands of bugs a day, turning the bridge into an organic pest control station for the surrounding countryside. The soundtrack is almost as fascinating as the flight show. Swallows keep up a scratchy, rapid chatter that researchers have mapped into a dozen distinct calls: predator alarms, mate greetings, territorial warnings, even a unique acoustic signature that each chick uses so parents can find it in the crowd. And if a late cold snap wipes out insect life, adults broadcast a food found signal so neighbors can follow them to safer feeding grounds. A social safety net that lets the entire colony ride out bad weather. By early July, the Mud City is at full volume. Chicks peek from doorways, testing their wings against the rush of passing semis. A few weeks later, the air above the bridge is its own interstate. Young ones merging into traffic before turning south for the marathon flight back to South America. After they're gone, the nests remain, sun-baked clay shells waiting for next spring's renovation crew. Under that overpass, camera rolling, I realized the birds had done exactly what the highway above them does, connected distant places with a carefully engineered passageway. Theirs just happens to be alive, biodegradable, and endlessly renewable. So the next time you pull off I-20 near Abilene, look up. The overpass might be supporting a mud brick metropolis filled with airborne architects, measuring time in migrations and homecomings, and reminding us that even the most ordinary infrastructure can play host to something extraordinary.